Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a first impression of the, I forgot who it was by, oh my gosh, the Beauty Glazed Colour Studio eyeshadow palette. So I did show a picture of this on Instagram. Initially it obviously reminded me of the James Charles, is it Unleash Your Inner Twat? Oh sorry, Unleash Your Inner Artist palette, just because it has very similar shades. This is what I would describe as being an extremely versatile palette. There's something in here for everybody. You've got the very colourful, vivid, bright shades, but you've also got the kind of more muted, kind of neutral, everyday shades. So I feel like this would be like a really good palette for beginners in makeup. I mean, I don't know if it's any good yet, it might be shit, but just looking at it, it's got everything. This is like an all-in-one palette in my opinion, and I must say I really like that. I've got palettes that are just like either super colourful or palettes that are like very neutral, so I actually like having a mix of the two. In here we've also got warm tones, we've got cool tones, so I'm very excited to try this palette today. So this palette cost me £6. I didn't get it from the Beauty Glazed official store. I always do try and buy like the makeup from the relevant official store when I'm shopping on AliExpress, but for some reason I didn't with this one and I don't know why. Also guys, you may notice Anwen may not seem like her usual self today. I have got a fucking cold. I was a lot worse yesterday than I am today. Like I definitely feel like a lot better now. Can you see my bed? How I've got the cushions like raised up, because as soon as I go horizontal, like everything just blocks up. So I have to like sleep, like literally sat up like this. Also, I've got Honey's jumper on today just because today is a day for maximum comfort. I mean, really. So if I do seem, you know, a little bit like meh today, I'm really sorry about that. But I really wanted to film this video. I was really excited actually just to try this palette. We're gonna go into swatches. What am I saying? I have no idea. Smooth, Anwenator, smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna do the swatches because there are so many shadows. I think there's 35. I'm going to be obviously putting you in fast forward, otherwise, like, I don't know, I think I might just fall asleep. Well, not because this is boring, but just because like I didn't sleep much last night, literally. Like, don't try sleeping sat up, guys. It doesn't work. Like, it's not fun. It's really not. Right, swatch time. Swatch time. Oh my gosh, that was just tragic. Oh my gosh, it was tragic. And Honey's is ill as well. So we're both ill. Like, when both parents are ill, life is tough, you know what I mean? And then you have like that weird competition of who's iller. Like, well, Honey's, I'm ill too. Well, Honey's, I'm ill too. Well, I just sneezed twice, Honey's. Oh, well, I just went and had an eruption of diarrhea upstairs. I mean, really, who's the illest? Do you do that with your partner as well? If you're both ill at the same time, like, who's the illest? Like, really, who's suffering the most? Like, I want to be suffering the most. Anyway, guys, right, so yeah. Oh, bird box!
Don't look out into the light.
It's bird box! Are you pretending you're in bird box?
Yes. We can't look, Mum. We won't have blindfolds.
Oh, guys, you are so funny. You are so funny. Can you see anything?
No.
Oh, no, don't look out. No, don't lift your mask off.
Don't lift your mask off.
No, this thing will get you. It'll get you.
Are we safe in here, Mum?
Yes, you're safe. You're very funny, guys.
Oh, we're safe. We made it.
We watched Bird Box the other day and we love it. We love
We
it.
had our blindfolds on.
Well, you look great, buddies.
Well done, gang.
Big joke. I like that, guys. You look good. You look
It
good.
was a nightmare getting up the stairs.
I did not hear
I don't know
you.
how she did it. She can't go down the river. I couldn't get from the living room to here without having to take my blindfold off. And I've done that journey
Yeah,
a
she
million
went
times.
on the rapids.
She went on rapids. Come on, gang.
Oh, I love you all. Thank
Bye.
you. That was nice.
Yeah,
See you soon, guys.
No, don't put your blindfolds on. Come on, blindfolds off. You're safe.
I want to do it.
Be careful. Wait till you probably get down the stairs.
Oh,
Right downstairs.
good luck with that, honeys. We love Bird Box. Great film. I totally recommend. Yeah, I'm going to swatch the last pink ones because I swatched them on my hairy arm and I realised that that's probably not the best place to swatch. So I'm going to re-swatch them on my knuckly hand. Oh, shit. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, guys, like what? I've just got like fallout on my hand. Oh, guys, like the pink ones, the pink shadows were the ones I was most excited about in this palette. And it's not like they've even swatched shit. They've just swatched. They've not swatched. They've just crumbled off on my hand. I mean, wow. That's fucking disappointing. Okay, so guys, I think that this palette swatched a little bit strange. However, I do feel like swatching on my hand is not the easiest because like I have bones in my hand and then it's tough. I don't know. Some of the shadows coat with it just fine, but these ones like did not seem to coat with it very well. Like they look very patchy indeed. Some of them kind of look, well actually they like none really look pigmented, although I do like the green and the yellow. I was quite disappointed, but then saying that, you know, swatches aren't really a true reflection as to how the palette will actually perform, you know, on the eyes. Also, another thing to mention, so I've got a super like blocked up nose right now. I can't smell anything apart from this fucking palette. It's got a real smell to it. It smells like petrol, which is worrying, very worrying. But yeah, it smells like petrol. It's like, am I in the petrol forecourt? Am I going to be filling my car up? That's a bit worrying, isn't it? But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead with the eye look. I'm probably not going to talk as much as usual, which I can hear you all going, hallelujah, hallelujah, yes, fantastic. Just because like my throat is really sore. I might just do this through the medium of mime. Maybe like that could be the way forward. Have no idea what I'm going to do. I did ask on Instagram what kind of colour theme you would like to see with this palette, and there were lots of different suggestions. But I think the majority were saying pink and purple, so I actually think I'll probably go pink and purple today, even though I was flabbergasted at how shitty the swatches were. But we're going to do it. We're doing it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it now, do it good, do it just like you should. Lick my nuts, lick my crack, lick my pussy and my back. You know, when I used to work at the lap dancing club, that song was on all the time. Like, that's where I found out about that song. Lick my nuts, lick my crack, lick my pussy and my back. And she's demonetized. Oh well, who the fuck cares? It's not like I earn any money from the channel anyway, so it makes no fucking difference to me. I mean, really, guys. Anyway, when I get ill, I get sassy. I mean, really. But I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it for the love. The love of makeup and filming, because I love it. She loves it. Anyway, guys, right, so... Oh, I need to set my eyes. I've not done that yet. Okay, so to set my eyes, I'm going to be using the You Can Be Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer. I've been using this for a couple of weeks non-stop and I really, really like it. It's a really, really good primer. It gives a good amount of coverage, so you have a nice kind of even base for your eyeshadow. Well, I don't know if it does make my eyeshadow last longer because I've never really had an issue with eyeshadow like just like leaving me before the day is finished. Like, I've never really had an issue with that. I feel it definitely does make... Sorry guys, swallowing seems to be an issue for me right now apparently. But it does make eyeshadows look a little bit like more vivid and intense, I've noticed. So I like this. I freaking recommend this. Oh, I feel like I'm falling apart today, guys. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Lick my back. Oh, I've got that song in my head now, guys.
Lick my pussy, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Lick it now, do it good. Lick that pussy just like you should. Oh yeah, here it is. Lick that pussy just like you lick my neck.
Oh, it's lick my neck, not lick my nuts. Lick my neck, lick my back, lick my pussy and my crack. Sorry guys, I got it wrong. I'm sure that Beecham's has something in it that makes you a bit wired, like really, maybe it's that phenethylamine, whatever the feck it is, I don't know. The fecalorine, I don't know. So, I have actually like cleaned my brushes today, which I never do that, like never, but I did. I wish I had a camera that could zoom and I could do that thing where I would say, okay, I'm just going to zoom you in onto the eyes now. Do not have that facility here. Okay, so I'm just going to come closer, like that's how we do things over here. So to begin, I am going to go into this shade here, this very light pink shade. There's a little bit of fallout occurring just there, but it's fine. We can deal. Pop this on. Oh, my nose is running. Oh, Shania Twain, I need to get a fucking tissue. One sec, guys, sorry. So I'm dipping back in again, tapping off the excess, and we are going back in. This shadow clearly is not very pigmented. It kind of looks kind of faded. So I'm using the tapping on technique just to try and retain as much pigment as we can. I mean, it looks nice, so it's actually really nice, like light pinky kind of shade. It just looks kind of faded, you know, which is not my favourite, but it's blending nicely, and it actually looks really pretty. Like, I really like that. It almost looks kind of corally on camera. By the way, I know these hairs are like super annoying. I'm sorry about that, guys. I hope you can forgive me.
Okay, so I'm just tapping it all around.
This is blending out nicely, actually, guys. I like this. Oh my gosh, I really like it. And this swatched absolutely abysmally, but it's actually like nice. You know, when you're working it in with a brush, just goes to show swatches cannot be trusted. I'm just going to pop a little bit more on because why not? It does have a strong smell though. Like, I don't want to harp on about it too much because I know it's annoying when YouTubers go on and on and on about a smell, particularly if it's a nice smell and you're thinking, well, I can't fucking smell it. So just stop right now with all the smell talk. So next, we're going to go in with another pink. Oh, or should I just go right in with this one? Do you know what? I'm going to go in with this pink first, just so we can see, like, what is she like? What's she all about? Oh my gosh, look at her on my brush. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she looks kind of pigmented. I'm kind of tapping her on at first till we get the measure of her. Okay, I like. Blend her in. It is nice. I like. Oh my gosh, I really like that, guys. Like, I really like this. I have to say, from the swatches, I was thinking, and the smell of the palette as well, I was kind of thinking, oh, is this actually going to be any good? But it kind of is. I really like that. I'm liking it so far. I just kind of tap. I say this in every single video, so you're probably like super bored of hearing. Someone's probably sat at home going, you tap to keep the pigment in shadows that aren't very pigmented. I know, we know, Anwen, you've fucking told us this a bazillion times. Yeah, so we watched the Bird Box the other day and we just loved it. Like, it's such a good film, and I know that there's lots of critics, like, you know, saying it was shit, but I just think it was a really nice, happy film. Like, a lot of critics were slamming it for, you know, having like plot holes, and they were like, oh well, why can the demons not getting the houses. And it's like, oh, just feck off. Enjoy the fecking film. Seriously, you know what I mean? It's just like, don't take it too seriously. It's fucking film. I'm going to go in with this neon pink next. I think this is going to be a pink look today, guys. Something just tells me. I mean, oh my gosh, look at, oh, feck. Look at that. Tap, 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 tap. Baby, can't be going on my eyes. You are, girlfriend. So I'm just kind of, oh, I mean, yeah. This is very pink, guys. These shadows so far like are really easy to blend, and even though like I was kind of thinking, are these pinks all gonna like actually just look to be the same color on the eye? They're not. They're actually, you know, you can see the subtle differences between them, which is nice. I think I'm gonna like attempt a halo eye. Whenever I attempt a halo eye, it never fucking works out. It's always a disaster. So at least we know, like, we're preparing in advance. This is going to be a disaster because Anwen's attempting a fucking halo eye and she can never do a halo eye, you know. I'm going to try and do that thing, right? I never do this. I'm going to try and do that thing, you know, they like, you know, flare out the shadow a little bit, like out here. Like, I never do this. I look shit. Like, why did I bother? This is why I don't try new things, guys, because like, oh my gosh, it never works out. But how does it look? It looks shit. Okay, yes, great. So I'm just gonna go back in with my beauty sponge, trying to eradicate that whole diabolical situation. Okay, so next I feel like I want to add a little bit of purple into this look. So I am going to go into this shade here. Look at that on the brush, guys. I'm just gonna pop that like up here. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm popping it up here. That seems like a good place. This one is not really showing up, guys, but I suppose it's hard, you know, when you're surrounded by pink and you're purple, to make your voice heard, so that's fine. Like, oh, what colour should we put in the lid? See, this is the problem when you've got a palette with so many options. It can really be tough to actually decide like which shades to use. Like, I'm going to go in with this purple here. I don't really use purples that often. I'm not actually a huge fan of purple myself. So there she's on my finger. I'm just going to go ahead and pop her on. Oh, she looks nice. Yes, hello there. Hey, girlfriend. And how are you today? She's okay. I mean, I'm not really liking the look. You're thinking, Anwen, you were loving it a minute ago. I know, I changed my mind really quickly. It's just a bit fucking pink, isn't it, guys? I mean, really. So, okay, let's try and, like, change it up a little bit from being so fucking pink. Also, this fucking situation's doing my head in because I can just see, like, where I've made a mistake and it's pissing me off. So I'm just going to go back in with the pink. These are really easy shadows to use, though. They just like, I don't know, they're just completely fuss free because they're not super pigmented. They're just so easy. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of my setting spray. Spray that, probably where I shouldn't spray it, on my makeup table. And I'm going to dip my brush in and I'm going to go back into that purple. I think it looks okay actually with just the finger. It looks very smooth. But I definitely think, you know, we can take her up to the next level. You know what I mean? I probably should have done, like, you know, a bit of a concealer situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're thinking, no, Anwen, we do not know what you mean. If I was, like, actually good at makeup, I would have done that. I would have done, like, a blob of concealer in the middle. And that would have been a good idea. Okay, anyway, feck it. So next I'm going to go under the eye. And I am going to use a... Oh, feck. Oh. I'm going to use a mix of the super hot pink... And also, I might use a bit of this deeper purple for under my eye. Back in with the pink again. And I'm just going to use that to, like, blend out this purple. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm not liking the simplicity. There needs to be something else happening. I'm going to go in with this purple shade and I'm going to pop it, you know, in the outer vagina, just because sorry, my nose is like tingling. It's a real pain in the vagina when you've got tingly fucking nose. What have I done to deserve this? Like, I don't feel like I deserve having this cold really today. But anyway, so we're going in with that purple and I'm just gonna like, oh, and you definitely have to tap off the excess with these eyeshadows. Oh, I say that and like there's actually no shadow actually going on my eyelid, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of buffing that into the crease and the outer vagina. Outer vagina. Did I just call it that? The outer vagina. Oh gosh, guys, like, okay, yes, she's having one of those days today. Like, really? Back into the purple and then back to the outer vagina. I mean, really, guys. So, I'm finding that this particular shadow is not the, like, easiest to work with. It's almost like it's saying, feck off, I was enjoying a little nap in my palette and you've dared to get me out and try blend me? Like, what the feck? Okay, so there we go. So I have definitely like deepened the whole situation, you know, just up a little bit. I might get a little bit of blue, like I'm just feeling like, why not put some blue in there? I don't know. So I'm going to go in with, like, I really loved this blue. It's swatched so beautifully. So I might just pop a bit in, like, why not? I just think, well, who the fuck cares? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, I care. Like, I'll be really pissed off if this does not work out. But anyway, I really liked it. It's swatched beautifully. It's not really doing much, though, guys. Like, it's not doing much. Like, I feel like I might just turn my whole... Like, yeah, no, I can't even see that. Like, I cannot even see it. Okay, so obviously I'm hating this line here. It's driving me crackers. Like, I'm actually going to just go back into, you know, the purple shimmer that we put on the lid. And I'm just going over, I'm just using my finger. We're going to cover the entire lid. Because I actually really like this purpley shimmer. It's a really beautiful shade as well. It looks really, really flattering on the eyelid. Like, it's not looking chunky. It just looks really, really pretty. It's not super like, you know, a metallic kind of shimmer. It's more of like a matte shimmer, but it's actually got a little bit of like a look of velvet to it. You're thinking, I'm wearing velvet, but like it does. It has a touch of velvet, which I'm really, really liking. It does have little glitters in as well, but I mean, I don't mind them. I think they look cool. I'm just going to do my inner corner. Like, why not? Let's not end the party here. So for the inner corner today, I want to use like a bright colour, I'm thinking, for the inner corner. Or should we go with this green? I'm going to go with the green. I've got quite a bit of fallout as well. I'm just noticing around my eye. So I am going to be like clearing that up in a minute. Hopefully. If it comes off. Okay, so we have a green inner corner, which I don't know if I love it or hate it. It kind of looks like something's gone wrong. We're going to actually use this kind of champagne-y shade. I don't know, can you even see that? I don't know, I'm sorry if you can't, guys. I'm so sorry right now. But it's like an ivory kind of shade. It's the kind of shade that typically, you know, you would put it in the inner corner. So I'm just doing it. Okay, fuck it, I'm leaving it like that for now. I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so I have finished the look. I wanted this to be a little bit grungy, so I took the pink and like really blended it up. Didn't blend it enough on this side, apparently, so I will just get to that now. I also did a kind of pink ombre situation because I just thought, like, why the heck not? Let's just do it. So I actually really like enjoyed using this palette. I think that for £6 it has endless possibilities. I obviously like didn't get to try out all of the shades. I only tried a relatively small portion of the shades. Sorry, I'm just finding it really difficult to like exist right now. Like, it's just like I can't talk too much because I can't breathe through my nose. Anyway, So I found that the eyeshadows were so easy to blend. They just went on and they blended. Like, that's what they do. They went on and they blended. Life was great. Clearly, they weren't the most pigmented eyeshadows in the world, but what they lack in pigment, they make up for in blendability. I definitely think that the eyeshadows are buildable. I really liked the purple shimmer. To me, it looks, like I said, it looks kind of like velvet. I really, really like that. Don't like the inner corner because I fecked up, but let's just pretend that we can't see it. But yeah, I mean, there's not much more I can say. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I was like, where is she? I thought she was on my bed. No, she's not. She's down here. I really like this palette. I think for £6, she's a bit of a bargain. I only really used the 6 shadows over here. So, like, it would be bad luck, wouldn't it, if all of the other eyeshadows actually turned out to be shit. So, like, if that's the case, I'm really, really sorry about that. But based on the 6 eyeshadows that I tried today, I would definitely recommend this palette. I liked it, and I think you could have a lot of fun with it. It would be really interesting to see how this actually compares to the James Charles palette, because they are very, very similar in their kind of, you know, the colour story. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said colour story with a straight face. Oh my gosh, like, who is she right now? I hope you've enjoyed this video. I am so sorry if I've just been a little bit lackluster in this video. I've had so much fun and it's definitely cheered me up, but I feel like I've got 100 little mice running about my nose, tickling my sinuses. I just feel a bit shit. I'm gonna die. The end is near, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.